Good morning, Rabbi Isai. Live from Bet Shemesh, my house. I caught some sort of stomach bug, so I have fever and I'm weak, and the stomach thing we're not going to go into. So I figured it's better that I give shir here in my home. Last night's shir in Hebrew I did not give, I skipped. So I owe a Hebrew shir. I was basically in bed all day. So today, this is about the daf. It's about the Yomi, It's about the Yomi. I am going to make mistakes, more than usual. And that's why you are here to correct me. Rabbi Isai, today is Shloishes Yimei Agbala. It's also 1 year, exactly 1 year before the Siyum Shas. Special day. Reminding the Olam to say, Sfiras Ha'omer, Hayoim, Shiva, V'arbaim Yoim, Shem, Shisha Shavois, V'chamisha Yomim, Ba'omer, or La'omer. This tzaddik was one of the three singers, David Feder.
Nee, en ik doe het record now, because this is amazing. Do it.
Gave a shir in Hebrew, and then we found out that the internet wasn't good and nothing worked. And until we got the internet working, then we had to redo the whole shir in Hebrew, the whole shir in English. And Baruch Hashem, Be'ez Hashem, there'll be shiurim for everybody. And the Olam had another. David, that guy on the left, that's Mark Ashkenazi that you're talking about. I at least give a shir, I get a lot of covet. He didn't go to the spa. Mark Ashkenazi is actually on the... He's here for 5 hours. Now.
Wow, you can see here what's going on here. It's a beautiful...
Okay. Now check this out. He has talent. Listen to his words, how they flow in a Hasidic style, with a lot of heart and a lot of, I don't know, I'd say like, whatever the word is. Okay, what's the word? You don't know the word because you're schmoozing. Poetic.
Situational awareness?
Yeah. Here, poetic. Oy vey. Let me do this. Hold on. Check this out.
Good morning, MDY family. I just wanted to share something. I know maybe it's not my place. I just came to sing, but in Yiddish they say, Agastaf Avayel Zay Tamal. I was the outsider of this group. And what I saw on this week was mind-blowing for me. A few very strong points that I took along, and it was very inspiring. First of all, the unity between everyone. Everybody comes from their background. And while this whole week, I wasn't able to tell how much money each of you have in your bank account or what you do for a living. You just kind of left everything behind. You just came with your heart and your soul and just spent beautiful time together. And it was really inspiring for me. It was really beautiful. The way everybody cared about everybody. And that was one very strong point for me. Another one was the dedication for Torah and the dedication for this beautiful MDY, call it organization or whatever you want to call it, but the way everybody puts in their whole heart and soul in it, and nothing stays in the way. Like Erev Shabbos, I saw Eli giving the last year, a few minutes before the Zman. Like I came after preparing myself for Shabbos, and I was already, like I knew after singing before the Zman, I just go put away my mixes stuff and I go davening, and then I see there Eli sitting and recording his last year because one of the recordings, whatever something was, didn't work. That was such inspiration for me, and I saw these kind of moments the whole time. Also the vulnerability. Sai Matzah Shabbos, when everybody shared Sai Shabbos by the Sidis, it was amazing to watch. So yeah, Kala Kavad. Also, like in the morning, I don't remember his name, but one of the tzaddikim made to see him, and I don't know why, but I'm the outsider, and I felt so happy for him. I felt so. It was a moment, and I felt it the whole time. Like I felt like a part of this beautiful family, this beautiful organization. So I just wanted to express myself. That first of all, thanks for having me. It was a true honor and a pleasure and a schos to be part of such a beautiful, amazing, holy avodah. And also another very, very strong point that I took along, and I think it's going to stay with me for a long time, is this bringing together the Torah together with life. Meaning that the way Ali brings it into our world, 2026, to our life. And it's not something that is so far. No, it's a part of us. We can enjoy life. We can have a good time, but at the same time, we can learn. We can bring in the Torah in our lives. That was huge for me. So thank you, everyone. Toda Rabba. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Kids, so we really hope that David Feder jumps on the bandwagon one of these days and joins us for the daf.
His father was in the shir, apparently. That was what someone wrote.
Ah, yeah. I think his father, right. Although his father was just nifter, mamish a few months ago, his father was doing the daf. Yeah. Okay. We could pretty much jump in, I think. Let me just see. Let me just read this, because I said a sponsorship for this person. Dear Belly, today marks exactly a year since I started doing the daf with MDY. Last year on Cholamoid, my daughter was born with an extremely complex heart condition. She needed open heart surgery, and the world-renowned children's hospital that we were in was refusing to do surgery, saying that there was less than 10% chance she would make it out of the hospital alive. Everyone was davening for her. We asked for a second opinion from a different hospital. We were warned there's a little chance that it would give us a different answer. That night, I sat next to my daughter's bed crying to Hashem, and I made a couple of kabbalas. One of them was that if my daughter has surgery and comes out alive, I would start doing the daf. I was inspired by one of my cousins sponsoring the daf as a schus for her. The next day, we heard from the other hospital. They said they would take her and operate on her. Her surgery was on Rosh Chodesh Iyar, and a month later, she was allowed home. The day we got home, I sat down to do the daf. It was Shavuos, daf Chof Ches. At the beginning of this year, Rebelli played the Golden Dove video. Look it up if you don't remember. My daughter is my Golden Dove, and the daf is my Golden Dove. It kept me going through the struggles of the past year. I didn't miss a day. Even the day my daughter had her second open heart surgery, and the day when she had a cath lab procedure done, and every other stressful day this year was not complete without doing the daf. Now my daughter, Basia Basayala Esther, is doing really well, Baruch Hashem, although she still needs another surgery in a few years, but Amir Hashem will keep performing miracles for her in the schus of all the Torah and Tefillah done for her refuah shlema. Thank you, Rebelli, for your incredible sharing, for changing our life. Your Talmud Yehuda Zev Stepsky, London, from MDY Bienenstock Boys. There was another video, actually, but I didn't put it in. I was sick. I have to remember to put it in. I got a video of somebody that had twins. Also, he said that he wanted to call his twin, the girl, MDY, because he believes that that's why she's alive today. Mamish, I got in the same day. Chaval, I didn't put it in. Okay, maybe the editors will put it in.
Call Eli and Faggy.
He said he can't. He said he wanted to, but Eli and Faggy, very nice, Eli. No, only one of them was a nace, like Nigla. One of them had. You could give everybody the ice, the choshev ice that we brought from America. There's American. It comes from America. This ice. It's geschmack. Okay, let's jump into it, Rabbi Isai. Sphere Sa'imer Lefur Sadmar Mevision Shlita Kvoit Dushis Mar Rabbi Yisrael Ben Leah Esther Lefur Shleimam. Official edition MDY Shas the Masechta Zevi Yal Shulov Perek the Benedict family. Daf Yotes Kivi Nuzbam in honor of our children Chana, Yaakov, and Mimi. Dedicated memory of Avi Reb Shmuel Baruch Ben Reb Chaim Tzvi Doiv Zichron Levracha the Masechta, the Palchik Family Foundation, in gratitude to the consortium and the alliance and all they do to support MDY. Anonymous and Tzlach Baruch Tzvi Gashmias, and thank you to Chief Benny. This cheetah man, he gave me a beautiful ketores with a very Rebbish. Oh, here it is. It's on my table. Unprepared, but yeah, Punkt happened to be here. Show you. Maybe I hope it doesn't have his name in it. With the ketores and a beautiful ksav inside. Very, very nice ksav. Shkoyach Gadol Ma'od. He also at the thing he poured his heart. One of the top speeches. A lot of top speeches. Very hard. People ask me, what was your favorite speech? It was a lot. Very hard to. Okay, Yishkoyach to Cheetah Man. I'll explain Cheetah Man a different time. Hatzach Baruch Gashmis, and thank you to Chief Benny. Shir sponsors the Masechta Anonymous to complete refuah shlema and Arichis Yom Talei Bas Esther. B'Yomin and Daniel Rosenfeld Brias V'Simcha. Ari Simon is a monthly sponsor of refuah shlema. Avi Meir Baruch Ben Miriam. B'Yomin and Daniel Rosenfeld Parnasa B'Shefa. How's he doing? It's getting better.
Starting the process of prosthetic.
Oh, it's a whole. Weekly sponsors Moshe Ruchi Markovich, proudly supporting Daf Yomi in Spanish. Refuah shlema Rav Yaakov Ben Lulu. Lidishmas Rabbi Yosef Ben Amil. Lidishmas Rav Chaim Gedalia Ben Yeshua. B'Shum Dir, Mazel Tov Yaakov Schreiber and your siyum aschus for you and a refuah shlema for Nechama Bas Shalamis. Weekly sponsors Howard Wimmer, Lidishmas Avi Mori Chaim Ben Avram Ben Nachum, Mori Chaim Avram Ben Nachum, and in honor of Bernie Liebtag, who got me to MDY 2 years ago this week. Anonymous, Mazel Tov Tori Palyavich, one of the biggest investors in Jewish education worldwide. The Yael Foundation team for the merit of Uri and Yael Palyavich and their children, Benjamin and Matt. Anonymous for the merit of Shidduch for Sarah Golda Bas Rivka. This actually could be a really good fit, MDY with the Yael Foundation, if we could, because we really do a lot for children. There's many thousands of children around the world that watch the shir and benefit from the AI, etc. Weekly sponsors anonymous Refuah Shlema for Avram Yishaya ben Slava Devora and Rabbi Yerucham ben Yehudis, Shlomo and Aviva Mostavsky, Nachman ben Nosson Mostavsky on his 50th yard site, Gimel Sivan. Daily sponsors conventions LLC in honor of the Consortium Elias and the syndicate Ashrecha V'Toivloch. What? Just the plain words? I don't get it.
They have all these organizations. It sounds like a convention of the mob.
Anonymous for the merit of Refuah Shlema Meher L'Rivka Sarah Bas Chai Dvara was having surgery May 19th. Refuah Shlema. Koil sponsors month. HYK Ventures at Tzilel in the schus for success of all our clients. And Benjamin Daniel Rosenfeld Bracha Beparnasa. MDY Kids sponsors Innovations LLC as schus for Kiv Simcha Ben Fegen Rivka Yudis Bas Yavachaya. Month Refuah Shlema Yonatan Etem Ben Beshev Bracha. Amen. Refuah Shlema Mordechai Ben Esther. Amen. Refuah Hayela Daniel Zeb Ben Ayelet Esther. Amen. Rabbi Yisai, we are holding on Daf Yudches Amud Beis. Reb Shimon Lakish Achsher Bechuda de Kaiva. Let's see what we have here. Oops. You see that? Let me do it again. The purple line is the Chuda de Kaiva. Maybe I'll try to do the. I'm a little nervous because I don't have a lot of room here and it could drip on my Gemara. Let's see. It's not the smartest thing. Okay. Chuda de Kaiva would mean all the way over here. So Shechita typically is done today, is done over here. Over here. This is Tabas HaGdoila. This is the final ring. This is the Shipuya Koiva. This is the Adam's apple right over here. This Spitz. This is the Shipua. It goes downwards. This is the Choid, meaning this is the end of the Koiva. Says Rish Lakish, you could do Shechita all the way over here. As you see in the chart, let's do the chart. Let me see. It's not such a clear picture on the screen. Okay. Bechuda de Kaiva. Kari alei Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan says to Rish Lakish, Gisa. Gisa is a lotion of gas. Too much. You magzim. What are you talking about? So Rabbi Yochanan is going to say, let's see. I don't know why this is not working. It's not working. Oh. Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan says you got to move the purple line to the yeah, what's the apex called?
Pinnacle.
Yeah, no, but what's it called in our sugya over here? No, chud is the end. No. Let's see, maybe we have it over here. Oh yeah, kaiva. He calls it a kaiva. Okay, fine. I'll call upon him. You could see over here the shitas. You have Rish Lakish that says you go all the way to the end of the kaiva. Says Rabbi Yochanan, you exaggerated. The Ritva says a beautiful thing here. Rabbi Yochanan and Rish Lakish were brother-in-laws. So he made a play on words. He says, Gisa. You exaggerated my brother-in-law. Like, it's a new way to call your brother-in-law. Gisgas. You're a gisgas. Your brother-in-law who's gas. Omer papi mishmei Rava, poga bechitei treifa. Okay, this is going to be difficult. I'm going to try. Okay, maybe do me a favor, take my Gemara away for a second. Okay, good. Thank you. This right over here, you can see there's a flap that covers this thing. It's a flap. So I'm going to open it up. I'm looking for the chite. Oh, here it is. Here's the chite. You see these guys? Hold on. Wow. Basically, the chite are I have them. Here they are. These two guys. Perfect. They look like wheat. These are here, I'll show you guys. This. Right over here. This guy is a wheat and a wheat. That's what we call the no. What you sing with?
Tonsils.
No. Vocal cords. Here, now you got a beautiful shot of it. Beautiful. Look at that. These guys, mamish. Okay, fine. Gemara, please. I need a Gemara to learn. Wow. Thank you so much. Now, Rabbi side, the chite is at the end of the koiva. Let's see if we see it over here. Yeah, well, they're somewhat over here. It's in this area by me. It will be in this area. Let's see what we got here. You can see over here in this picture. You see the chitim? These guys, the funny looking shaped things. It depends from what area. If you look at it from the front, like I showed you, it looks one way. If you look from the back, it looks another way. Okay. So he says like this. If you bump into the vocal cords, you already went too far. We have to understand what he means. In Hebrew, I'll give you a mashal. In Hebrew, it's called pagash. Pagashti oto. What does pagash mean? I met him, but does it mean I actually touched him? Not really. I bumped into him. You say in English also, I bumped into him. So I bumped into him. Does it mean he physically touched him? He bumped into him? Or he bumped into him, like he ran in front of him? So that's the Gemara's question over here. Paga unoga bohem. Did he actually touch him? He bumped into him, literally? By the way, Avi, you sent me something, and I started reading it, and I couldn't believe it. It's the name, Joselowski, and you wrote me that the Hamas did a protest in front of a shul, and said a name, and then I had an emergency because of my stomach, and I just dropped my phone and I ran, and no, but that's my first cousin, Shira Joselowski, it said. It even said her maiden name. I don't know if you remember, at the Shabbaton, there's a woman on our table, Joselowski, my aunt, Joselowski, that's my aunt. No, it's Nerva, what's going on in America. Hamas are doing protests and garnished, harassing people as they go into shul. Or maybe it means that you don't have to go all the way over. You don't have to go into. You didn't touch it. It's still treif because you got to it. You're in the wrong area. What?
Is only a kasha according to Rish Lakish? Because Rabbi Yochanan,
no,
you overdid it.
Right. So we're going to see there's many different shitas here.
Pretty much it depends if the knife had situational awareness.
You can't overuse the situational awareness.
You're overusing that word.
Right. Let's see.
Okay. Over there, obviously the knife hit him and he died, so it actually touched him. Or it went up to it but didn't touch him. That the malachim came, it doesn't mean they touched him, they met him. So Rapapa says that if you cut the chitim, you cut the vocal cords, but you leave a little bit of them, then it's kosher. Meaning, you didn't go past the vocal cords, you're in the vocal cord area, it's kosher. This is who? Rav Papi. So let's go back over here. Rav Papa? Oh, no, because Rav Papi we had before, Poga B'chidei Treifa. So that's Rav Papi. Let me see what it looks like, Rav Papi. So over here you could see that he's machmer. His purple line is more to the to the right. He wants you to avoid the chitim completely, Rav Papi. And Marbar Ravashi says you can go a little bit onto the chitim. Itmar Omer Pavish Medorova Shir Bechidik Shira. Omer Meimar Bar Mar Yenuko have a kimini kaved Rav Chia Bereder Ravavia. I was in front of Rav Chia. V'Omerli Shir Bechidik Shira. If you cut the vocal cords, the chite, and at least you have some left over towards the head. There's two. You have the kan and the vesha going to the body, and you have the side going to the head. So if you have a little bit going to the head, you didn't. The opposite. The left is to the head. The left is to the head. Puzzle. Everything that says puzzle is towards the head, towards the eyes of the animal. Kosher, the closer to the lungs and whatever, that's kosher. As long as you leave a little bit of the vocal cords, the chite, on either side, so you cut them in half, so to speak, then you're okay. Omer le Ravina le Rav Ashi, Omer le Rav Shemen Mesuvra, Ikla Marzutra l'Asrin, Marzutra came to our place Vidora, Shir b'chite ksheira. Okay, so another shita that says that even if you shecht in the chite, it's okay. Mar bar Rav Ashi Omar, Poga b'chite ksheira. Over here, it must mean, Poga means you didn't touch it. You went up to the chite, it's kosher. Shir, because here it says mufurish, shir b'chite treifa. If you cut it even one little bit, it's completely treif. So over here we have a shita that cutting the chite, it's treif. Says Gemara Daf Yomi Al Vichasam Mishipui Koiva Lamato Ksheira. Mishipui Koiva is kosher. In other words, ulamata. So let me see what we have here. You have, when you see that apex, that guy that where it says koiva, ulamata, meaning towards the kana, towards the body, towards the right, from, let's see if I could zoom in on it, from this blue arrow that says koiva, going this direction is okay. That's ulamata. Towards the body, towards the trachea, the things with the rings. Everything from the blue to the thing in the rings is good. And that means that you could see from the blue arrow where it says koiva, if you shecht it over there, you cut into the chite, on an angle. And that's okay because you left some chite on the left side of it, and you're okay. Rav Nachman Achshem is shipui koiva ulamato. So the shipui is actually even further to the left. Shipui, as we see over here,
it will be pagavalo naga.
Ma? Telovin?
How could someone understand it if he doesn't have?
There's pictures, they have pictures.
No, different Magid Shir yesterday said that if you really want to understand the sugya, you should watch a shir that has diagrams.
Did he put a
No way.
Did he put a QR?
A different Magid Shir, you mean Rabbi Yedidia?
No.
Surely.
No,
It's really.
He said that?
But he didn't say a name of who you should go to. It's obvious.
He put a QR.
Are you serious? That's interesting. Okay.
If you have a presentation, you can watch. I highly recommend that. But the bottom line is...
Okay. It's going to be a first. Zog the Gemara. V'hainu d'shir b'chite. Rav Nachman Achshem shipui koiva l'mato. Let's just show this. Why not? Ugh. Even this part, even cutting into here is okay. Mishipui koiva. This is the shipui. Even cutting over here is okay. We have a big problem because they hold that the shechita must be done in Tabas HaGdoila. Thank you. Right over here. This is Tabas HaGdoila. Which is, I spoke to Rav Weisfish. He said today, obviously we shecht right over here. We don't shecht in between. We just shecht. He's like, it's impossible to know. He says, it's very hard to understand Rashi. All the Rishonim arguing Rashi, he says, I'll tell you, b'mitzias, the thickness of the skin of the bull, it's impossible to feel rings. How can you be mechaven? He says, in a chicken, melee here. But in an animal, how do you get to the thing? Tabas HaGdoila, I don't see it here. We don't have it. But, maybe this, this red over here. It's right after all these rings comes the Tabas HaGdoila.
Yeah, like a new hechsher. If you cut right in between,
it's chashav shebachashav. Yeah. Maybe you just, and then he says he had a good kasha. He says that if you do it, I forgot the lashon, like your Ismail, or I forgot what the lashon, but basically if you cut like this, it's a kosher shechita. He says, how's it possible? You just cut through a bunch of rings. And Rashi says it has to be. Oh, sorry.
They could use a laser to
Like your Rabbi today, you can do with CT scans. Like your Rabbi, like your Rabbi Yosi, Rabbi Yehuda. Omar le, ano lo chiluk yedano, v'lo bilik yedano. So they say it's like lashon of ploini almoini. Chilik bilik. It's like a shmaka book. Chilik and bilik, like Beryl and Shmerel. I don't know who chilik is. I don't know who bilik is. I know shmaita yedano. Let's get this away from my nose. I know Shmaita Yadana. I just know Brisa. I love this. I couldn't prepare so well yesterday. There's a lot of freebies. There's a lot of names today. So again, lamata is towards the body. So this is like Reb Chanina ben Atignois. From Shipui Koiva, lamata is all kosher. From on this, let's just show it on the screen for a second. Shipui koiva, anything from the shipui, from that downward slide, and towards the body, towards all the rings, is all kosher. V'omar Rabbi Shua ben Levi, mugremes derabanan. So this is mugremes derabanan, also on the screen. You see on the screen? There's a green line where he shechted in the tabas agdoila, perfect, and all of a sudden he made a left turn, and he does the red somewhere else past the tabas agdoila. That, according to Rabbanon, is treif. Mugremes the Rabbanon ksheira l'Rabbi Yosi Rabbi Yehuda. Why? Because Rabbi Yosi Rabbi Yehuda says as long as you do the roiv in the right place, which he did over here, you can see what Yoshi did here. There's a lot of lines, but you can see there's the halfway point and there's the third point. The blue lines in this thing are all thirds. So he did 2/3. Yeah? See these lines? The green goes through the top 2 lines, thirds, and then afterwards it goes the last third, it's red. But that, what?
Once he does roiv, it's a shchita ksher.
No, that's only according to Rebbe's review in the Mishnah. There's no roiv in shchita according to everybody else. That's the sugya. I mean, that's the sugya. We're going to see that idea in the Mishnah. He says it in the Mishnah. He says roiv, and they argue on him on roiv. They said there's no roiv. You got to do everything. Sorry. Mugremes the Rabbanon ksheira, Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Yehuda, or the Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Yehuda ksheira, Rabbi Chanina ben Atignas. It goes in 3 steps. If you do everything past the tabas hagdoila, let me just go back over here. Here, you know what? We did a thing. Perfect. This is perfect. I see you forgot to take that arrow out. According to Chachamim, the Tanakama, if you do a little bit, you do 2/3 in the good area and 1/3 in the bad area, puzzle, completely puzzle. According to Rabbi Yosi Rabbi Yehuda, if you did 2/3 in the good area and 1/3 in the bad area, is kosher. According to Rabbi Chanina ben Atignois, this would be puzzle according to everybody on top, even according to Rabbi Yosi Rabbi Yehuda. Why? Because he did shchita past the tabas hagdoila. You see the green line going straight down? Where is it? It's not in tabas hagdoila. That's already in the koiva. That's already in a different area. Completely puzzle according to Rabbi Yosi Rabbi Yehuda. So basically, the Gemara says there's 3 steps here. You have the Tanakama that says you have to have the total shchita in the tabas hagdoila. You have Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Yehuda that says as long as you do 2/3 in the tabas hagdoila, 1/3 in the wrong area is okay. And then you have Rabbi Chanina ben Atignas that says everything in the wrong area is okay. It's not the wrong area for me. I say the kaiva is also part of the shchita. It's all good. Says the Gemara, Magremes Rabbanon Ksheir Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Yehuda, the Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Yehuda Ksheir Rabbi Chanina ben Atignas. Pshita. Rabbi Yosi is more makel than the Tanakama. Rabbi Chanina is more makel than Rabbi Yosi. So what's the big chiddush that you're telling me here? Mal the same Rabbi Chanina ben Atignois ad Rabbanon Koi. Maybe Rabbi Chanina ben Atignois was only referring to the Tanakama when he said it's kosher. In other words, I hold that if you didn't do the whole thing in the tabas hagdoila, it's kosher. Not that you could go all the way to the left into the kaiva. Why? Because it makes a lot more sense. He comes right after Chachamim. He's actually referring to Chachamim l'chayra.
So then he'd say the same halacha as Rabbi Yosef.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, but that we had already 5 times before today. There's a lot of shittas that are saying the same things. I hear. And it bothered me a little also. Because he is actually going in the Rabbanon. Kamashmalan. Maybe he is going under Rabbanon. Imkain hey the aleh mebayale. So the lashon should have been different. Hey the aleha on what we just said. Says the Gemara. That above the Tabas HaGdoila, in other words, to the left of the Tabas HaGdoila, is all good. The Koy Rav Nachman will say, because in fact Rav Nachman holds like Rav Chanina ben Atignois, so we're going to go like Rav Nachman, like Rav Chanina ben Atignois. Okay, so now we have a long sugya here that basically says a very simple thing. It kind of repeats itself a lot. If you did, let's just do this here, right over here. The machlokes is in this area, that he did 2/3 in Tabas HaGdoila, but 1/3 was in the wrong area. Are we good? The Rabbanan Sarvi Kul Shchita Binam Tabas HaGdoila. Chachamim say no, you need 100% in the Tabas HaGdoila. We have the roiv of the whole Torah over here, and 2/3 is enough. Aval higrim shish shlish v'shochat shnei shlish. Take a look at this. You could see that he's going the opposite direction. He started from the bottom, the red area. He started out with the red. He started out in the wrong place, but then he finished up with 2/3 in the right place. What's the nafkamina? So, as we're going to see, there's an importance, according to some Manda Omrim. Where does the animal's neshama leave? Maybe the ikar is that he dies. The ruach, I forgot what they call it, the yitzias haruach, the neshama leaves in the right area. He did 1/3 in the bad area. He's not going to die from that. Then he goes and he makes a right turn and he starts shechting in the right area. At a certain point, he dies. Nusa, he died in a good area. What's the problem? Or no, you gotta the whole thing has to be in the right area. Okay. I think there should be like more arrows on this thing, because I see you guys a little confused. You see the arrow on top of the green? That's the direction of the shechita. But there should be more arrows, maybe on the bottom of the red also, showing. He started from the bottom, in the wrong area. Red. Then he continued the shechita going green. I don't know if you could do that. No.
You can't do it from the bottom.
Yeah, why not?
Because the animal's in the wrong place. That is chalada. It has to be started from the top and just did it in the wrong area at the top.
No, you could do it. Yeah, you could pull it. You could pull to the side. Says the Gemara. You're saying that he started from the koiv on the top.
It went down that way.
That way, and then went into the basagdoy. I hear. Make more sense that way. Okay, we could do that also. And then it would actually be easier to understand the thing. He started by the koiva, did 1/3, and then went down into the basagdoyla. Okay. You flipped it? No, you just move it over. Let's see. No, you can't do it. Aval higrim shlish v'shochat shlish dirya kol psula. There's no shayla that's possible. Why the chinafke chiyusa, when the life of this animal came out, bein in ruba b'shchita v'leka. He didn't have a roiv shchita. Why? He did 1/3 shchita and then it died. 1/3, the first third was in a bad place. The second third, when he died, was in a good place. But he only had 1/3 in a good place. Let's say the opposite. Maybe the machlokes is when he started bad and went good. So there's a Mordika halacha that tells us that if there's a little tiny hole in the veshet, the animal is treif. But if the kana is halfway cut, like this animal is not treif at all. Not treif. Now you go into that slit.
Can live like that?
I guess. You know, because it's like a spring. It goes back.
That's what happened to the animal. They used to. We did mention it in Hebrew share. It was
No.
running in the shachters, but after.
Ah.
Because they didn't kill him exactly, so it continued.
Maybe. Wow. Memories. Yeah. So,
Shout out to the baby.
I'm saying maybe I have rabies. It's not that bad. If that's what rabies is, it's not that bad. It's just a shtick. So, wow, we're mamish not doing well time-wise. How much time are we? 45 minutes. I'm just going to use this, even though it's going to smell a little bit. Ma? Nah.
It's going to the garbage today, no?
Is it going into the garbage? I have to use it for the Hebrew, though.
Yeah, it made you sick once. It could happen again. So maybe it's going to make you better now.
Here, give me this knife. Let's do it. Why not?
No,
I just want to find out if it's really sharp. You're going to be plugging the knife now.
We're going to, if the animal, wow, it's not so, it's not sharp.
it is.
Wow, I think it's sharp. Oh my God.
This would be kosher, Rabbi Yisai. Why? Because it's halfway done. Okay, but it's a little bit more than half. So, I guess to start it off is the problem. Once it goes, the mamish slices through. So if the animal is like, so now listen to this, moiridik. What's moiridik? Because now all you need to do is come in there with a knife and cut a little bit more. So let's just say here. Let's do it again for the thing. Let's say you found an animal like this, and you go in and you go, boom, a little bit more. You yoytze shchita. Why? Because your shchita killed it. Beforehand, he was in a treif, and now you just went like this, and you killed the animal. So your amount made it. Yeah. So said the Gemara. I have no idea where you are. What's the connection? Over there, you went and you cut more of that kana, like I just showed you. That's in the place of shchita, so it's great. But over here, you're using, it's like cutting his brain a little bit, and then cutting a little of his kana and say, oh look, he died together with me puncturing his brain. It's no connection. One is a hagrama in a place that's not good for shchita, and then I continue it into a place of shchita. How could I connect the two? But what if the opposite? You did a great shchita 2/3, and then you went and you went off. You veered to the left, and you went into the area that you shouldn't. Divrei kol kshera. Why is divrei kol kshera? It makes a lot of sense because you did 2/3 of a good shchita. That's what Ari was saying before. What's the problem? If you shechted most of the siman and then you went away, it's as if you shechted the entire thing. Maybe it's only going according to Rabbi Yosef Bar Yehuda, who in the Mishnah says I could go with a Rav. Maybe Chacham argue, and it's only Rabbi Yosef Bar Yehuda that says okay. I understand. So every time in the Torah, every time in the Gemara, in Shas, that we talk about Rav, it only goes according to Rabbi Yosef Bar Yehuda. I know Ruba the Shchita Kamino. No, in Hilchas Shchita, the Shamano the Pligi, because we see there Rabbanan arguing Rabbi Yosef Bar Yehuda in the Mishnah. So maybe any time that it mentions a Rav and that it's okay, it's going according to Shchitas Rabbi Yosef Bar Yehuda, but Chacham argue. Listen, so now we have a real freebie. It's just going to reverse the names. Omarle, let's see how long this freebie is. Omarle, Omar Avon, Omar Basi, Machlekes Shehigim Shlish, V'Shachat Shnei Shlish, the Rabbi Yosef Bar Yehuda Savar Midi Dahava Chatzi Kone Pogom, V'Rabbanan Hasa Mokim Shchita, Hachala Mokim Shchita. Rabbanan say, don't bring me a right from there. What I just did live, that's the whole thing was in the kana. But before you want to go outside of the Mokim Shchita and come back in, that's different. But if you did a good Shchita, and then you went out, it's according to everybody's kosher. Because we learned that if you walk away in middle after you did a roiv, it's okay. So it's Rav Chizda over here. Now it just switches around. Rav Chizda.
Show the slides.
Which one? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Mamish forgot this. Check this out. Did we do this? No, it's not this slide. Which one? Which one slide do you want to do? No, I don't have slides. You put in number 36 in case I have to run away in middle? Cool. Okay. Maybe only one shita. How do you know it's kula alma? Maybe it's only Rabbi Yosef that holds right. Maybe it's only him. Every single rive in the world is Rabbi Yosef. I know Rabbi the Shchita coming. I'm only talking to Shchita. The Shemana of the Pligi, because we see in the mission that they argue. Okay, new sugya. So that was nice. That was like 7 lines. Higrim shlish v'shachat shlish. V'higrim shlish. Oh, this is this slide. Oh, so over here he did it well, like you.
Because there's one extra arrow at the bottom.
No, he started from the top in the wrong spot, comes back, makes a right turn, goes into the Bas HaGdoila, and then he goes out again. Rav Huna Amar Rav Ksheira. He says in the name of Rav, and this is important to remember. He says in the name of Rav, it's kosher. Rav Huna Amar Rav Treifa, and Rav Yehuda in the name of Rav says Treifa. Rav Huna Rav Ksheira Kenafke Chiyusa B'Shchita Kenafka. Where did the guy die? In the good spot. He did 1/3 no good, 1/3 good. So in the third that's good, on the right, that's when the animal died, and that's good. Rav Yehuda Amar Rav Treifa, B'Inin Ruba B'Shchita V'Leka, that's not good. Why? Because I need, it's not enough that he dies there. I need the roiv of the Shchita in a good place. It's not important where he dies. It's important that you have a roiv in the right place. Shachat Shlish V'Higrim Shlish V'Shachat Shlish. So now the reverse, take a look. Like this. He started off in the right spot, in the Tabas HaGdoila, goes off to the wrong spot, then comes back in the right spot. I'll say Yishkoich to Reb Sruli. Yishkoich Reb Sruli for sending some people to the shir to watch, to see the charts. I don't know if I'll have time to, okay? No, he told me once that 100% that he got people because of the shir, that because of what we push the daf, different advertisements and stuff. So obviously people are going to eventually end up by him, and they'll say, okay, I don't like this type of shir, I go to him. So anyway, so now he's payback. Zog the Gemara Marav. That's right. Shochat shlish v'higrim shlish v'shochat shlish v'yudo Marav ksheira. Also shaylu Rav Huna. Omalu treifa. They asked Rav Huna and he says it's treifa. Why? Because the neshama went out in the wrong spot. You look over here in this. Can we see it? Oh, I didn't make sure that before it was showing it on the screen. Okay, over here he started good, went no good, ended up good. Where did the animal die, Rabbi Isai? In this case, in the no good. In the middle, in the no good.
Why does anyone say it's good?
What?
Why does anyone say it's good? No, but when he got to the,
it doesn't go by the. It doesn't go by the.
It wasn't right.
It doesn't matter. We don't care about the Shnama. What are you? You're looking at the Malcham Abbas. You did a shchita. You did a shchita that's roiv kosher. I don't care where he dies. Shomer Rav Yehuda ikped. Rav Yehuda heard this and he's very upset. Omar, tarif no machsher. By this case, here. Let's just. How come it doesn't move? Wow. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Here, let me go over here. Maybe this one is better. This mom's not working. Oh. Okay. He says, in this case, where you start off bad, you went to good shchita and you went back. Tarifna, I say it's treif. And over there you say it's kosher. And now, in this one, the reverse one, where I say it's kosher, you're saying it's treif. What's going on here? Umachshar netarif. And you say it's kosher when I say it's treif. Or Ravuna Shapir komikpad. So it says he's right for being upset at me. He heard it from Rav, he's saying it from Rav. I made it up myself. I used my own logic. By shochat, higrim v'shochat, this case that you see on the screen, roiv was in a good spot. You see, there's a lot of green, very little red, so it should be good. I don't want you to regret it. By the higrim, shochat the higrim. Oh man, no, all 1 second. What? By this case, when you went in the wrong, if you're going to say that he has to take everything back, so he's going to have to take this back also. My time is over here. Where did the animal die? When he was in the right spot into the Basak Doilo. So too, in other words, he's saying, I agree with your logic. Not this one, but this one, where the animal died, and that's what Ari is saying. He's dying in the wrong spot, and it should be bad. Oh, let's do the sponsors. Turning the Daf, Adar Global Specials International Financial Service. Chaim Mulrad, Linish Masim Mirosi, Frada Letel Basi Tzchok Shalom.
Going crazy with ice over here.
We'll get there. One day when we use it in Shir, I'll tell Doilam the crazy story. Says the Gemara. So they asked him, what happens if he did this? No? Let me just make sure. Yeah. Good shchita, bad, good, mao. Isn't that exactly Rebbe Elazar bar Nimyumi? The shchita asui kemasrik sheira. If you do a shchita that looks like a W, it looks like a comb, kosher. There's the famous joke, I'll just say it. There's Yeshiva Bacher, change it from a Taimani to Yeshiva Bacher, whatever, but he says, I need to buy a new comb. He says, why do you need to buy a new comb? He says, because one of the teeth broke. He says, no, so big deal. He says, so use the rest of the comb. He says, no, it was the last tooth that broke. Yeah. I only had one. He's using the comb with it. So one tooth broke, now it's guard. Okay.
What's so funny?
Yeah.
Stop splitting hairs.
So if it looks like we should, no, you usually should have done it, but I was sick. I forgot to tell him. If it looks like a zigzag, like this, like a W, a few W's, then it's a kosher shchita. Says Gemara of Dimah b'mokim shchita. Where do you see from here that he's talking about that he went in and out of the mokim shchita? How do you know that he went from the Tabas HaGdoila into a place that's no good and came back? Maybe he's saying a chidush that if you do a W in the good spot of the shchita, that itself is kosher. I would think that's not kosher to go like this, to shech like this. Even imagine a regular sheikha today in the long kana goes like this. Why is that okay? And what's the problem with that? The Gemara says more than that. It should be not okay because you can't really see inside. The dim of makim shchita. What's the chiddush that you could do a W in a makim shchita? It is. You need a clean cut. So you can look inside, the shechita, you pop it open and look inside. If it looks like a W, it looks like an accordion, you can't really look inside. Everything is covering each other. You can't open it up and look inside and see there's a good shechita.
There's also Kasha and Rashi that said you have to be at Abbas. According to this, it doesn't make any sense.
But maybe Rashi's talking about only according to that shita. Yeah, okay. Right. Who knows? Maybe it's within that meat, in between the tabois. I don't know. Kamash Malon. Simin Bakad. Yosef Rababa. Let's try to get to the Mishnah. How much time are we already? I have 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. Yosef Rababa Achar de Rav Kahana of Yosef Rav Kahana Kamei de Rav Yehuda. Rav Yehuda is giving shir. What?
Is the video of how it happened?
Oh yeah. I forgot to show a video. The question is, how does a grama happen? What happened? So here, this is more like a Pixar style video. Dagrum.
That's what happened. Now we
Okay. Very good.
That's really man.
That's what Reb Shirley Bornstein meant. Givaldik. Zog the Gemara. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything else from all our beautiful slides. I want to give a shvach v'yidah to the Rebbeinu Shalom because in the middle of Shir, I felt like that was it. I had to get up and go, take a break. We're not done yet. So they made this thing that I didn't have to use. Shvach v'yidah that I didn't have to use this. Wow.
Speaking quick, maybe who knows?
We're done. If I do, then we finish the Shir right there.
Okay.
Says the Gemara like this. Sorry, no. Yosef, I was trying to do something here. Yosef Baba Choyer de Rav Kahana, Yosef Rav Kahana Kamei de Rav Yudah. So we have the same thing that we had a couple of days ago. Rav Yudah is giving shir. Rav Kahana is sitting in front of him, and behind Rav Kahana we have Rav Baba. The Yosef Kahana, Rav Kahana asks Rav Yehuda, Shochat shlish v'higim shlish v'shochat shlish ma'u. Mamish this case. Let's see. Going back to this case here. This case. Rabbi said this case. You putting it on the screen? No. Oh. Omalei, Maishno, no, Slicha. Ovishchalazik Sheiro, Higrim Shlish, V'Shachat Shlish, V'Higrim Shlish Mao. What if he did the next one? I can't believe nothing's working here. This one. This one, Higrim. Bad, good, bad. What's the halacha? Psula. Also, Rabbi Amar came in the Rebbe Loza. He said, "Oh, I have no idea where we are." In whose Gemara? What if there was already a cut in the kana and he shechted in there? It's okay. So listen to this Maridik. This is where you have to use the head. What is the difference? What would be the nafkamina if there's a hole, an existing hole in the trachea, and you continue the hole with a knife? Or if you shechted normally in a place that there's no hole, and then you came to where there's a hole. In other words, you only shechted 50%. And
where the Yitzis Neshama.
But the Yitzis Neshama happened after 50%. Usually Yitzis Neshama happens at 51%. Right. Over here, all you shechted is 50%. You didn't do a rive, but together with the negev, you have a rive, and then he dies.
That's when it would be puzzle.
Why is it puzzle?
If I cut first, because I saw the shita that you see.
No. Here, let's say when he came, there was a 10% cut, and then he cut another 40%. So total you have, another 50%. He cut another 50%. So total is 60%. It's kosher. Now, what happens if he cut 50% and he gets to a 10% cut? So l'chayr, his 50% made a full shchita because together with the cut that was existing, we have 60%. That's different. Yeah, why? Why?
Because his cut is brought over.
I did a shchita of 50.
Okay, but you did Yitzis Neshama. You used this 10%. Before you also used this 10%. You started the shchita, there's already 10% existing. All you did is 50%. So you didn't do a rive shchita, you did 50% shchita, and that's okay. Because you're using the existing 10%, total 60. Over here, you're doing 50, and then you bump into 10%. So we have to see if there's an afkamina. Okay, so let's go. Let's see. What's the difference? What's the difference? I don't see enough kamina. There's a halacha that if a guy starts the shechita and a Jew finishes it off, it's kosher. Because all we care about is what you're able to do. You do your end. The guy did his things. It's kosher. So if there's already a nekev and you just continue, there's a 10% nekev and you do 50%. So it's like the 10% the guy did, and that's kosher. Shachad u'pagaboy nekev, but if he shechted 50% and he bumped into a nekev, nasik misha shachad Yisrael v'gam a guy. That's as if you did 50% and the final 10% the guy did. The guy did the makeh b'patish. Over here, nature did the makeh b'patish. No good. Karele goy. I don't like what you're saying. It's mamish nervayim goy gomer. Omerov shapir karele goy.
It's wrong. Bishlam hasam medaveli Yisrael mishchat ruba v'lo shachat kinafka chiyusa b'yada the guy kinafka. When he only shechted 50%, and the guy did another 10%. So who did the yitzis neshama? The guy. Elacha michti mishchat shachet. Over here, when he bumped into the 10% that existed, he's doing the shechita. Mali makim negev, mali pagaboy negev. What's the difference if he started off with 10% already existing, or he bumped into 10%? He didn't. He's the one that did the makim b'patish. He's the one that finished off the shechita. Rabbi Isai, have a wonderful day.
Merit the schus of spreading Torah throughout the world. Sponsor a shir today. MDYsponsor.com or sponsor at MDYDaf.com.